the cost and the energy intensity and the efficiency of renewables, it continues to decline. It does. It just
No,
does. But
it doesn't. It actually, what you're doing is that's misleading. Okay, and that's conflating. Okay, so the cost of solar panels is going down. True. But that's not all there is to it, because the inherent unreliability of renewables externalizes these additional costs onto the whole grid. And so when we see renewables heavy places, these are places that are spending a huge amount of money and all the things they have to do. So for example, just to give you one example, California has to pay Arizona, where more and more electricity is garbage electricity from renewables in California. You have to pay Arizona to take our electricity, because it's called, it causes what they call negative pricing, where you just are producing too much electricity when you don't need it. It's usually during sunny days when they're not too hot yet, because you don't need much air conditioning. You have too much solar energy, you got to go dump it on Arizona, pay someone to take it. Same thing happens all over the country in terms of wind. I'm assuming there's some of that negative pricing in Australia. So that's so
yes, occasionally.
renewables, to say that. So it's misleading to say, if I say, I bought solar panels, and the electricity they produce is cheaper than the electricity a nuclear plant produces, is misleading, because the solar panels are not providing me electricity for most of the time. And that time I've got to be getting my electricity from somewhere else. And if it is indeed from solar and you're putting in batteries or something, your costs just go nuts, right?
No, but nobody I've spoken with who's looking at utility scale power argues that, firstly, you don't need new transmission cables and new storage options, but further, you don't need a grid that can exchange power. I mean, everyone knows this. The grid needs to change and grow. It needs to evolve.
But you say
I don't hear anyone arguing against
needs if it becomes a renewables grid. If Australia just did nuclear,
right? And you're saying if it did nuclear, that wouldn't need to happen, because you could build a nuclear power plant at Bayswater, one at Liddell, one at your lawn. They've already got cables there, so there you go.